It doesn't look disconnected at the moment. To be honest with you, it's not disconnected at the moment. And I'll tell you why. So guys, the gentleman's come in and he thinks he's got a disconnection.
That looks connected to me.
It looks connected to me as well. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So, what we want to find out, shall we disconnect it? Yeah. So are you going to style it like that with a party?
Yeah.
I thought it looked curly.
Yeah, that's how you have it. That's my one.
No,
I think it should be messy. Yeah, I think it should be messy and curly. But if you want me to do a disconnection, yeah, let's do that. And do you want like a low, medium fade? Right, because we're going to do foils, I'm going to start off really low and bring it up. So don't worry about the height where it starts off, because it's going to bump up majorly. So guys, let me get a fit.
You've been here before, mate?
What we're going to do,
You've been here
guys,
before? Yeah.
We're going to start off as usual with our two. I'm going to use your stuff here, yeah?
Am I okay here? Thank you.
So,
I like
on the
leopard
top,
duster.
what are you thinking to do with the top, buddy? We're going to take a lot off. Just a tiny bit, and just touch it up. Cool. Right, so first thing we're going to do, guys, is do our two, yeah? And we want to go nice and square with our two.
Nice and slow.
Square.
Square.
I'm a bit deaf in that.
Don't worry, man. We're not singing Usher songs. Right, so we're going to go straight in. There might not be a lot to come off, yeah? Reason why you might find there's not a lot to come off is if he's had his hair cut 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it's still going to be short. It depends how long he's had it for. There is a little bit of weight.
A lot of customers come like twice a week.
Twice a week?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's annoying.
Once a week I get it. Yeah, but the thing is it's hard to cut it if it's every week.
That's
You
what I'm
can't see
saying.
what you're doing.
It's difficult, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's a touch-up
Like,
job.
I'm faded with something that's already been faded.
My old boss, one of his regulars came in 3 times in 1 week.
3 times?
Because he had a function, like 3 functions on that week. I was like, Romeo, you're going mad. But because he was going grey, he would come in, he'd get it faded, he'd get fresh colour put on where the greys were coming through.
That's really vain.
Yeah. Oh, he is really vain.
Dion's a guy.
3 times a week. You sure it wasn't an excuse just to come in and hang out with whoever was cutting his hair?
No, Romeo would just come in and hang out with us anyway. He didn't need to come in for a haircut.
Oh, Dion.
So guys, what we've done, cleared the area. One thing I noticed yesterday, people were carrying on. I want you lot to come around this side and do one side first. Is to make sure you're balanced. Yeah, that's the reason why we do it.
You did that with the 0 line as well.
Only the 0 line. After that, once I've created my fading zone, I just fade around it. I don't need to worry about it. Like the first two guards I use,
So the 2 and the 0 line.
2 in the 0 line, I'll always do one side at a time.
I just want that rough.
You can, but then you might notice that as you get round, it gets higher, and then you've got to go and adapt the other side, which is a waste of time.
Yeah.
Which is a waste of time. Listen, you want to be efficient.
Well, how do you feel about people doing the 175?
You can do a 175. Like if his hair was really short and the 2 wasn't doing nothing, I would do a 175. That's where you have to like kind of adapt and use. You just got to use your head and think, what shall I do here? If it's not working, let me change it. So like if a 2's not doing nothing, then yeah, I'll definitely go in with a 175. Cool.
Alright, so now you're going to do the taper. What happened yesterday when we did it on taper? Yeah, but why? Right, let's think about why.
So all we want to do, we're just clearing the area. Now, because it says curly, there's not a lot to float up. Can you see that? It's going in, so we're going to have to attack that after. So really now, I just want to create a square shape. And all I'm trying to do is create enough room to blend. Now one thing I want to make you lot aware of, yeah, if someone's coming in for a foil fade, yeah, you've got a couple of things you want to watch out for. If he says he wants the 0, he wants his 0 like medium, yeah, but if he said I want it high, if I put my foils up to here, How am I going to blend it in?
You lose,
Gonna ask
you lose the weight
I
of the
fade,
side.
you're gonna arrive until here with the 0, like just a little bit on that part.
Exactly, but if someone comes in, this is the mistake people do. They'll do foils all the way up here, and then your fade ends up here. Because by the time you fade that out and bump those lines, exactly, because you've got so small space to fade.
Do you know what
So-
happens to me though? I'll do the 0 there,
Yeah.
do the foil, and they want the foils up here.
Yeah, but they don't. They want it faded up there most of the time. They don't. Trust me. They say, if they want it up there, you've got to take it really high. It can be done. It can be done.
Annoying 'cause you lose
But
the
you
shape.
know it's not going to be as good of a fade.
Do you know who wants that, Jason? He wants it very high, or he wants it square.
Yeah.
So it's like you either got to compromise the
Yeah,
fade
you've got to be
or the
medium. If
shape.
you want to keep that curvature, you've got to be medium.
And what don't help him, he's got like a long ass bone.
Yeah, occipital bone at
Yeah,
the
so
back.
that makes it even more difficult.
So me personally, the way I see it is if I'm doing a fade, unless they're really short on top, I'll never do a high fade. If they've got hair on top and they want to mess it up, if you do your fade up here, even if it's a 0 without foils, mate, by the time you do your 2 and fade out, you're up here. You're losing this whole area of hair. It's too much.
What I find myself doing is clipper over comb. A lot of clipper over comb.
Yeah, but then in the end, that clip over comb is the same as the 2.
It kills me.
Yeah, you're just doing the same thing. So, now, what we're going to do... What we're going to do now, I'm going to put my 0 line, yeah? So you want it to be about medium-ish, yeah? Cool. So I'm going to go a little bit lower first. Because this 0, I'm not really worried about it.
025, take it higher, innit?
Yeah, 025 is going to take it higher, but I'm going to do detailers next anyway. I'm going to go over this.
Just to put your line
This is
in.
this is just to clear the hair, because if you do the detailers straight on this type of hair, yeah, so it's got a little bit of a mole on the back, yeah. If you do the detailers, clippers feel alright, buddy? Yeah. If you do the detailers straight onto this hair, you're gonna blunt the detailers out quickly. Because I used to do when I first started cutting hair, I used to do all my skin fades with. Before they used to use foils, I used to just go straight in with the detailers. But then what happens is, you end up ruining your detailers, and you end up having to buy like 6 pairs of detailers a year. Because
I remember Jay used to go in straight with the detailer.
Yeah, and
he never used to clean it up. He used
Yeah,
to go
but-
put the line in.
Exactly, but the detailers they're used for small detail. They're not supposed to be used for cutting a full head. You can use them, but it's just they're not designed to take that much of a beating.
Is that
That's
good
what
to
it
have
is.
like a bald fader type
Yeah,
clipper?
really,
just
you
for
want to
that?
have balding clippers. Yeah, but problem is, I mean, it's worth having in your
I hate
equipment.
the bone.
Yeah, but they're good because it cleans it. It clears it. You don't have to. I don't really use them, but it is something that is good. It's not a bad thing if you have it.
I think
Good
it's a
if
waste
you
of money.
do a lot of skin fade every
If you
day.
do loads, then it's worth it. If you're not doing loads and loads, and realistically, you're only going to use it. You can use the detailers anyway. The only bad thing about the detailers is someone tell me, do they come out of line
Yeah,
and they cut?
yeah.
That's the
But
problem with
that's
them.
just because of the thing in the middle.
Yeah,
Where it attaches
but it's
on.
annoying.
Sometimes you
just
know
change
what is
the
up. When the hair is too thick, I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah, it doesn't catch it properly.
But do you know why? You got to get the T outline. They're the ones for golden.
Which T outliners? The and this ones, yeah.
Or the permit, crisp. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Oster ones.
Saves your outliners if you use the Oster 000 because it'll bond it.
Cool. So now what we're gonna do? Let's just give him a little dust down. What's that, guys? Just gonna check that these aren't catching, and then what we're gonna do? I'm just gonna clear it now. All the way up to that 0 line because I'm going to redo the 0. Reason why I'm taking it down is because when you use the foils, if the hair's too long, it won't cut properly. You won't catch the hairs.
You're just taking it up to the 0.
I'm taking up to the. I'm going to do a new 0 line anyway after. I'm mean, one little issue we got is this little mole at the back, so you've got to go around it, especially with the foils. Can you see it, guys? Can't go over that. Why can't we go over it with the foils? Yeah, probably, possibly, or it might just make it bleed or anything. Yeah, and anyone knows who's cut a mole before?
Oh yeah, I took one off with a
I've not actually done it before. I've not actually done it, but I've seen it happen.
I took one off with a cutting comb once.
You took it off?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was in here. It was
Yeah. How hard is it to stop the bleeding?
You can't stop the bleeding. Like, it will not stop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just embarrassing, isn't it? Putting a plaster, like someone comes for a haircut and they're going out like they look like they've been in a war.
No, I just say like
Plasters and.
No, mine was on a woman and it was sort of right in here. Yeah.
Did you charge her extra for the cosmetic kind of work?
Yeah.
They'll have paid a lot of money to get that frozen off.
She said, I'm sorry, I should have told you about that. And I was kind of like,
yeah, it's your fault.
You kind of should have. She was.
Robin, don't say anything.
Everyone knows I've done it.
Huh?
Huh?
Have you done it?
What, cut someone's mole off?
Yeah.
I've definitely cut them off. I don't think it's come off. Maybe they come off completely.
Cut them off.
You've done it all, I think, Robin, haven't you?
So.
But you don't have to tell them if it's in the back. You can't see it.
I've never seen these things work.
You got the wall? You got the wall one?
Mine, yeah.
Yeah. You got the red ones there?
I like these ones. I'm used to these ones.
I think Mark's ones are the ones.
They're all the same, mate. So now I'm just coming in and I'm just flicking out. Now we're using a bit of a flick.
Do they hurt?
No, asking, does it hurt, buddy?
It's really soft.
It doesn't feel funny, or?
The first time I used it, I kept asking the guy every 2 minutes, "Are you okay? Is it okay? Is it comfortable?" And then I finally tested it on myself, and they're really
Down,
soft.
go down on it and up.
Oh,
Look.
wow.
Yeah, it gets it really close.
They're very soft.
I'm flicking, so at the bottom I'm rubbing, yeah, here to clean it, and then I kind of flick out. Yeah.
So you're not sort of pushing it up into the zero line, just flicking into it, flicking out
I'm
of
flicking
it.
into it, yeah, because if I go too much, I mean here I've got to be really careful and stretch. I mean look, there's some that are better than others, let's say with the foils, but you should be able to do it with any tool. Shouldn't matter, yeah?
Well, they say a good tradesman never blames his tool.
Exactly, you should be able to do it with any tool. I mean, my one, I've got foils, yeah, and if you see my ones, my foils are probably, without the brush, the size of that. Not even. They're actually wool ones. Yeah, they're tiny. They're wool ones, but they're called Moser. Because in Germany, they're Mosers. They're the best for low fades. My blade, yeah, mate, it's only that big. I can go in and create a line so tiny with them.
I don't like the Mosers.
Nah, they're amazing, mate. They're so small. Yeah, yeah, they're small. The Moser, mate. Because I can do a zero fade and just literally I can control it so easy because the blade is tiny. This part of it is tiny.
Yeah, but have you seen it?
Yeah. Do you know what it is? Yeah.
Have you seen a tattoo blade?
Nah.
Yeah, they're the ones really.
I have to see it. But it's just easy to use. It's easy to use my ones because like in little areas you can go in. Like if you're doing patterns or something different with the hair, you can do what you want because they're tiny.
I'll show you the tattoo blade.
Show me the tattoo blade after.
It's for the wall detailer. You know what to do, right? Yeah. So small, yeah.
Sorry, you're keep touching your hand.
He likes it. You've never heard of
Well,
them?
my dad used to use one to shave his face. That's it.
Yeah, you can use it. Sorry, man. You can use it to shave. Some people do use it to shave.
For their face, yeah.
My granddad used to.
Yeah.
That's where it come from.
Yeah.
That's where it's come from. And then it just kind of went into barbering. I mean, before we used to do it just with a razor. It would be like a razor
A
thing.
razor on a sterling tooth.
We have certain clients that come in that won't want to use a blade because they'll bump. So they'll have us use the detailers and then the brick.
I'm just checking my detailers. Another thing, guys, Who knows what zero gap is on
Are
your
you
clippers?
pushing the liner?
Yeah, I'm pushing it touch, just to make sure I've cleaned it.
Okay.
And any hairs aren't missed. Who knows what zero gap means on your clippers?
Does the
Anyone
teeth
know?
are all aligned?
Tell us, Dion. Fantastic, fantastic explanation. top of the class. Right, he's 100% right. What it is this. Now we've done, the reason why I'm using Dion's clippers as well is because they're zero gaps. Yeah, so what that is if you use it the way they come, your gap is going to be too big, so you're not going to match these. Because you need to be able to work these lines out. Now, if your clippers aren't zero gaps, yeah, they're going to be too far away. So you're going to have a problem. Has that happened? Is that why you zero gapped them, Leon? Or you just always do it? They're zero gapped anyway, those ones. So I'll show you what zero gap means. Yeah? You'll see now. Yeah, they're zero gaps as well. Both zero gaps. I would do it with your ones, but they're slightly different blade, and I just want everyone to see it done with normal clippers. Those are more fading. I want everyone to see it done with normal clippers. There's no excuses that you need different clippers, because you can do it with any clippers. Right, so zero gap means this. You see how close the gap is between the bottom blade and the top blade? Yeah. That means I'm closer, so it's going to be shorter. For instance,
My ones are there somewhere. Mine are there.
no, they're normal clippers. Have you not touched the blade?
Nope.
Right, perfect example. So, look at the difference in the blade. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yours is further
There's like
away.
a couple of mils different.
Yeah? So, can everyone see that? Look. So, that couple of mil though will make a difference on a fade. Believe me.
Can we do that tomorrow?
Yeah, we just have to open it up and change it. So now, I'm going to do a quick zero, yeah? Not a lot, I'm just going to bump up. I want to bump up the line, yeah? Probably about 0.5 centimetre. Then I'm going to do 0.25. Now the reason of this guard is just to make sure, what I'm doing is I'm just working lines up to knock them all out.
Is this, sorry, this is 0.25, yeah?
Yeah, 0.25. The whole point is so you can't see the lines, yeah? So I'm working them up. And look, I can go all the way around now.
So zero line, detailers, foils, detailers again, just to push up
I'm
the
going
line.
to write it down on the mirror for you lot so you can see.
And then 0.25.
Yeah, then we're going to do 0.25 and then we're going to do a 0.5 as well after.
And these are just pushing up the line like 0.5 centimetre.
0.5 centimetre, not a lot. Because we're condensing the area now, so we've got to be...
You've lost the plot, I'm telling you, bro. You lost the plot.
Right, now
Exactly.
we're going to go
It's been
in
lost.
between, guys.
You've gone crazy.
Now we're going to 0.25, which is in between. Yeah? So,
Oh, wasn't that what you just did?
no, we've just done a zero. We just went over the zero. So, again, 0.5 centimetre.
So after detailers at 0, and then the 0.25, and
Exactly.
then the 0.5.
Yeah, so it's like... And then I'm going to do a 0.5. So similar to the way you learn normally.
Yeah. I guess the 0 is going to be a bit longer, isn't it, in the detailers, so that
Oh yeah,
starts to fade.
it's what we need. Yeah, look, you can start seeing it happening now.
Now, when you get to the crown there, we'll take you like this guy.
I mean, one thing, definitely, he's got nice curly hair. So, what I'm probably going to do, guys, is I'm probably going to point cut his hair. Wet. Do any of us know how to point cut? Wet. Yeah? I know you know, yeah? Huh?
Saying hair like this is the true test.
Oh, you're gonna see, mate. You're gonna see us cut it. Don't worry about that.
You see that light skin with that dark hair, you see everything.
Right, now we're going to a half, guys. Yeah? Straight to a half. So again, 1/2 centimetre. And then once we finish this guard, we're literally just going to downgrade. And have you noticed you can't see the lines? It's just blended out, the bottom one.
Why do you got with the half there?
Just to make it, it's easier to blend through your guards because then it becomes like a 0.5 fade.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I prefer just to 0.25 and then blend it down.
You can, but then you've got to go over. You've got to do like a 0.5 of the green. You've got to use a green guard somewhere after to soften that up. Yeah, but I'm gonna use the green guard, but it's only gonna be airbrushing. You'll see. Because look, it wipes out your fade. I'm actually slightly flicking out. If you watch, it's more just I scoop out a little bit. It's more just to get rid of any bulk, to make it easier to fade out. Right, cool. Now, fun part, guys. We're on 175, so now we're going to downgrade, yeah? So, come in. This is how we fade, guys, here, yeah? So, if you see here, the clippers, that's engaged. That's going to cut the most hair. Can everyone see that? It's a 175 because I put it open, yeah? So, it's a 1.5 guard, but because I've got the blade back, it makes it slightly longer. So, we're going to use a motion like this. We're going to come in engaged, and then we're going to square up. So, this is how it will look. Come in engaged, square up. Yeah? Come in engaged, square up now.
Okay, cool.
So, it's harder to see R2 because of his curly hair. So, we're going to have to take, some bits are going to come off a little bit more because it wasn't as easy to get the two smooth with his hair. Cool, so come back round to this side. What am I going to do? I'm going to finish this guard. What will my next guard be?
1.5. Open it. Close it.
1.5. Close it. We're going to close it, yeah. Good. Am I going to go from there or carry on from here?
Just carry on work back round.
Exactly. Why?
Save time.
Yeah, it's efficient. So, if you watch, you can see that's the weight that we want to get rid of. Is just there. We just want to lighten that up into the rest. So that means I've got to come in early because that's the most I want to take the weight out and the length. Here I don't really want to take too much weight. And that's why I square up. So I come here, square up because I don't want to take the weight out. Same here. If you notice that my columns are exactly the same that I do always, same columns on the hair, same angles. Cool. Next guard. 1.5. True 1.5. So, I want to control it. I don't want to be coming. The problem now that people do is, and you can see it's almost blended it out already. I don't want to go and eat into that area up there. this here, I want to keep it dark. So I'm creating an illusion here. I want to keep that dark and I want to keep that light. So that means I've got to cut more hair at the bottom and then square up so I'm not cutting a lot of hair at the top. So that's smooth. I engage straight away and then I square up. Yeah? What part of the blade cuts? The top or the bottom one? Bottom blade. Yeah, bottom blade cuts. So no matter where I put these clippers, until that bottom blade hits hair, it's not cutting anything. Yeah. So what you don't want to do is be like, oh yeah, Pav, I'm rubbing it out. And it's like, no you're not, because the blade's not going anywhere there. You need to engage your clippers, then go up. Engage on the line, then go up. And that's how you're going to lighten it up. Now, you've got something called a mastoid bone here. Yeah, on both sides, you've got the occipital bone. Sometimes you get little ridges in the hair, or like ditches where the hair ditches in. You've got to be really careful. You've got to use like a 3-teeth technique to get things out like that, because if you go into it and take it too high, you're going to have to take your whole face high. That's the risk you take.
Almost filter it out kind of thing.
Yeah. Like sometimes, if the ditch is really bad, you kind of have to keep it in there, because if it goes in a lot and the rest protrudes out, you're kind of stuck, because the minute you take it too short, you've got to take everything off. So, engaging my clippers, squaring up. Engaging my clippers, squaring up. Have you noticed I'm not really flicking or anything? I'm not doing no flicking. If I flick, it's not going to actually cut any hair. I would only flick if I'm doing like a blowout fade or a burst fade. You're going to learn it. It's something slightly different. Like you do these side bits in the back. All the Americans definitely know what the blowout fades are. Blowout fade. You know what blowout fade is?
More like a front. It's a taper.
Yeah, it's like a taper. Blowout fade. You know when they do just the bottom and the sideburns?
Oh, okay.
What do you call it in the States?
A taper.
A New Yorker.
A New Yorker.
Is that it? New Yorker?
No.
That's what I'm going to start calling it from now on.
I guess it different.
What do you call it? You just call it a taper fade, yeah?
That's what it is. I mean, to be honest, that's been going on for years, but for some reason they put the name of blowout fade. But I remember I was doing that years ago when I first started cutting hair.
As a Caesar.
You notice I use my fading brush, and has anyone noticed that I don't lift up? Has anyone noticed that? That I stretch down? Because if I lift up and I cut, it's going to change when I go down. It's not going to be in the same place.
Is it the same grade that you are using now?
I'm still on the 1.5, true one. And now I'm going to drop it to a 1. And you can see, where I've done the half beforehand, it's nearly blended out already. I haven't even gone down to the 1 yet. Now, I'm sure some of you already know how to fade, yeah? And probably know how to do it, and probably can do fold fades already. Now, one thing I'm going to say is, I'm not saying this is the right way to do a fold fade and this is it. There's loads of ways to fade. I use different techniques, different hair if I want to get a different effect. So there is no right or wrong. It just depends on the result. Yeah, this way works on every head. But what my point is that say someone wanted it condensed or slightly different, I might attack the fade differently. Like I might not put the 0.5 line in if I wanted to keep it really weighty. So look, it's nearly faded. We haven't, look, come and see this side. We haven't even got to the green guard and it's already nearly faded. See that stretch? There's a little ditch. That's from the mastoid. You can see the bone here. So I'm going to come in just with my teeth, just slightly knock into it. I don't want to take too much, because like I said, if I take it up too high, I've got to take the whole thing up. Right, buddy? Yeah. So again, stretch down, rub into it, straight up. You see how I'm controlling it as well, and I'm not going, I'm screwing up, but I'm not wiping out all my work before. That's the mistake that a lot of people do, is they wipe out everything up here on these guards.
Pushing up too high.
Pushing up too high, they go into the curvature with their clippers. I'm just rubbing the line and then I square up straight away. You gotta be really controlled. So, the sides are always going to blend out a little bit easier than the back normally. Anyone got an idea why?
Because of the occipital.
Hair density. It's always denser at the back of someone's hair, or men's hair. Reason why is because most men, no matter whether they're going bald or not, where do they always keep their hair?
At the back.
Right here. Yeah, no matter what, they always keep this region. So it's always a denser part of the head.
That's where all the transplants come
Sorry?
from. That's where all the transplants come from.
Yeah, that's why they take it from the back, because it never goes. Cool. So now we're going to go down to our 0.5, yeah? But we're going to go open. So what does that make it?
0.75.
Yeah, 0.75 now. And if you look, it's pretty much blended already, right? I mean, there's a little bit to go. So do you see the difference of putting the 0.5 line? There's hardly anything to get rid of now. So we're going to come in, literally just rub straight on the line.
Using it 0.25?
Yeah, no, not 0.25. We're all the way open with a 0.5, so it makes it into 0.75. So this one I'm controlling a lot. This is the one that I notice a lot of on the MVQ2 students, where they go too high and they wipe everything out. Yep. So we're just rubbing in, just on the line, and then squaring up. Stretch down. Cool. Still, same thing, just going round. And have you noticed that once I've done my 0 and my 2 line, I've just been going around without worrying about the height, because I know it's in the right place. I can just carry on efficiency-wise and go through. Keep using your fading brush as well, guys, yeah? Fading brush is so important to get the right shape.
Even here.
Right, so now all I'm gonna do is pretty much the fade is complete, but I need to fine tune it. What guard am I gonna fine tune it with? Just any bit of the weight lines. Anyone got an idea? No?
0.25?
No, because we've done that before. So I'm gonna close it halfway. So what will that give me?
0.75.
Exactly. Yeah, 0.625. More like a 0.625. So we're gonna close it slightly. Make sure we've cleared everything.
So this is a 0.5 fake, half open.
Now, halfway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like your 025, guys. Exactly like the 025. So now all we're gonna do is literally airbrush. Yeah, 3 teeth.
Wherever it round, yeah.
Yeah. Just literally on the line. Again, this is controlling it, this guard. See that little stretch down and you've got that area. Any little stretches you can do. Airbrush. Look, I'm using 3 teeth and I'm not going all the way up. Literally just on the line. If you watch as well, I'm actually going against the growth at an angle. The reason why I go at an angle is so that if it's longer on this side, I can't eat in. If I'm going this angle, I'm going to eat into my clipper work. Cool. That's done, guys. Can we just something from this side?
So you're not gonna close all the way?
No, I'm going up. I'm going from open all the way down to C. If there's any little areas, always start longer and work your way down. Because if you go too short, then you need to bring everything up again. You see what I mean? It's got rid of it, and all I'm doing is just going down with the guard. So I'm using the lever and flicking down. Any little bits you need to get rid of, always do that. Because you don't know what number it is by then, because you've used so many guards and blended down. You want to just fine tune over it. And the best way is to start from longer and work your way down. Cool. So now, let's cut the top. I said I should put a bit of oil in my scissors.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's really good, man. It's really smooth.
Yeah.
And if everybody can't sit down with a demo. So, the top guys, this is going to be, you can see the curls. Who struggles with curly hair here?
I do.
Yeah? Do you find this just harder to cut?
Yeah.
One thing I'll give you a tip.
Because you know when you like with the brush when you like bring it up and then
Wraps around your
you
finger.
don't see the line properly.
Yeah, it's hard. That's why, if you like to point cut, I'd recommend with curly hair, you get a better finish with point cutting. You can cut it blunt, but I believe you get a better finish with point cut. Especially if you look the way he's going to wear his hair messy, I'd go for point cut. One thing I'd say though, the shorter you go, the more straighter the hair becomes with curlier hair. Because the shorter it is, it loses that weight of the curl. Sorry? It's got a bit of oil. Yeah, that's fine. I feel right. A bit of oil's fine. Yeah, that's fine. As long as it's not got any hard products in it. That's cool. Cool. Do you want a lot off the top or is it just a little bit?
Just a tiny one.
Just the trim up, yeah?
Creating a profile line of curly hair is not the one.
Yeah, listen, it's harder. The shorter the hair is, the harder it is. Yeah, so try and use your fine teeth to push away the hair. Because that adds a little bit of tension. So, should we say about that much off? Yeah, just a touch. So, I'm going to come in and I'm just going to point and cut it, look. As it lies. Huh?
Can't wait to do a hair class.
One at the back. You have to sit down.
Do I? Am I on attention?
Alright, I think I'll put it all downstairs on the table.
Cool. So, now, this is the tip that I'm going to give you guys with curly hair. If we're point cutting, I can just flick the hair over. See that?
You can do what, sorry?
I flick the hair over with the comb. Look at the comb. And then it lies a lot easier for me to go in
Almost
and
easier to
point
point
cut.
cut curly hair
Easier,
than straight
yeah.
hair.
Does everyone use this sort of technique for fading? Everyone here?
What, the fading technique?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. We've got a couple of different ones. Don't get me wrong, there's other ways, like I can fade upwards as well, the whole way.
Yeah.
And then refine it after, or I can do the one line, where you do a zero line and the one line. It's more of an American fade. But it's what, we try and use the techniques that's easier for the students.
So how you're teaching us, would you teach the 9 weeks like that?
No, not everything, no. They won't even learn fold fades in the 9 week. No, they don't learn it in the 9 week. So, literally, can you see I'm doing it in kind of 2 sections, but it's adding, what I'm doing is, because I'm point cutting it, and if you watch, I'm really getting an edge onto the hair. Look, it's almost like I've cut it straight. His hair's not too thick, I don't want to lose a lot of weight. Now, for anyone who doesn't know about point cutting, the more gaps you put in it, yeah, the deeper you go. What are you doing? What's the difference? You should know this.
Creating more texture.
Taking away the structure.
Yeah, but if you're deep point cutting, what are you doing? What's the difference from deep and texture and what else? More weight. You're removing more weight. Whereas if I don't want to remove loads of weight, I want to have more of a blunter finish with it. I'm going to do finer point cuts. Yeah. Whereas if it was really thick and long and I wanted to make it really textured, I would go deeper in and create more weight, take more weight out. So look, I just go along when I'm point cutting.
We don't have anything.
Sorry?
They're looking for products on our table now, so we don't have anything.
I think you'll have to get one out from downstairs, dude.
Cool, that's done, that side. So, let's check it through. Perfect. Cool. Cool. So, if you look, when I comb the hair over, it actually sections itself out for me. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So then I can just come in and just sweep in with my comb. Did everyone see that? That sweep? Yeah? Watch that. See? So the comb's in. Because it's so short, I can't section it as much, but I want to go back to front still. So look, I put my comb in, swept in.
Why is that?
And then
Why
I
do you
turn it
want to go
around.
back to front?
Because if you're point cutting, you're not going to get an even finish if you go front to back and you sweep.
Okay.
Yeah? If you're doing blunt, it's cool. You can do it with point cutting, just won't be as even because you might find that you miss areas. Yeah? Whereas this way, I'm ensuring I'm not missing anything.
Alright, cool.
Listen, for me, we teach the 9 weeks to sweep if you can touch, to start front to back, if you can touch your little finger and your ring finger. But personally, precision-wise, probably partly for my hair, because of hairdressing, is that the way I like to do it is if you can't sweep, if you can't section, then I'll sweep. If you can section, I always think you should section. It's just more accurate. What are you going to look at?
Jason always does that. I always wondered why.
Mate, it's more accurate. Look how much more accurate and technical I can get into the hair. Whereas if I'm grabbing loads of hair, I can't do that.
What I do is that I section from the front, so I section the front, lift up, and then cut far.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll try this way. If you're saying it's more accurate.
It's more accurate, 100%.
Accurate.
There's a lot of words you guys, you Londoners can't say properly.
No?
Yeah.
Like pasta.
He's from the pasta. Water.
Water.
Better.
That's North London.
Yeah, but Robin speaks like that as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm not a Londoner.
Well, England in general then.
Water. I don't speak like that.
It's just like a lazy
Water. Gonna get some water. Soda juice. Soda pop.
Right, so now we're gonna come in. This is the area that a lot of people miss, this front area. Yeah? And I saw it yesterday when I checked some of their haircuts. There was a few mistakes. Yeah? Here on the top, slightly longer on this left side. We've got to check through our haircuts properly. One thing I want is you lot checking yourselves. Say you do a haircut, you lot have got to be proud of it, guys. So if you're not checking it properly, what's that show me? Because when you tell me you're ready for me to check the haircut, I expect it to be done. Yeah, I mean, one thing that Mark done that was amazing, perfect, and this is what I want, is straight away he goes to me, by the way, there's a short piece here because he had chewing gum and someone cut his hair off yesterday. So straight away, before I even checked the haircut, he made me aware of something. Whereas I might have turned around and be like, what have you done here? There's a patch missing from his hair. And that's what I want to know. So now I'm just coming in, making a little profile for the back. There's not a lot to cut. You can see it's actually getting a lot shorter at the back compared to the top what I took off. So.
They're not very good friends.
Alright, we're going to go on a quick break after this before we start the rest.
Is everyone hungry?
Yeah.
I'm with.
Cool. So. Huh? Careful, careful.
He doesn't understand. He doesn't speak.
You don't know. He could do.
I think you don't need to speak another language to understand the intention of what someone's saying.
Exactly.
Yeah. People are more clever than you realise.
Oh, really? Oh, you can watch it.
Nice user work.
Hmm? What, me? Thank you.
Oh, boy, I need to walk away from you, bro.
Checking it through. Great. I'm going to get a better idea when it's dry, because I can go through it and really manipulate it. And what we're going to do, I'm actually going to try and dry it downwards. Through the length on top now, yeah? Nice. And it has straightened it out. Definitely straightened it out a lot. Sorry? Yeah. And it's that point cutting that really softens it up a little bit more. No, reason why I didn't connect, I'll tell you now. First of all, it probably doesn't protrude like half an inch or more. But what I want to do is I want to high guard it and remove the weight with high guard. Now it's something that I noticed not a lot of you lot use. Everyone's used to using clip over cone. And it's a great technique, guys. So, I'm just pushing those hairs out to the side to create that weight that I want to get rid of here. Freeze.
You're pushing this up all the way through, yeah?
What's up?
So, this is a 3, guys. Yeah, so I'm pushing it square. And look, because the hairs were curly, it wasn't taking them out. Look how much came off there, look. Just soften that whole weight line up. Look. Look, that whole weight line has been softened up. So, what we've actually done, we've just softened that whole weight line up, and then what we've done is we actually created like another ridge now to get rid of, another weight line. Why have we created another weight line? Anyone got an idea? No? No one got an idea? I'll give you a tip. What did I do with this guard? This guard's a 3. So what was the first guard I used, guys? Let's see if you can remember. Number 2.
Blending up so it's easier.
So exactly, why do I need the 2.5, Antonio? To blend it out, exactly, because I created that weight line, exactly. So that's why I need that 2.5. To get rid of that weight line now.
What is this grade that you're using now?
3.
And then you're gonna go down to number 10.
Now I'm gonna go 2.5. Yeah? 2.5. And if I want, because the 2 wasn't catching clean, do you remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can go over that 2 quickly now, just to make sure. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm not going to go around the head, I'm just going to do it now quickly. Done the 2.5 now, I'm going to go to 2, just to make sure. Same here. 2.5 now. 2.5. 2.5. Two. Now we're on a 2. Quickly just soften it up with our 2. And then now, just to connect everything in, after we've done those numbers, I'm just going to use a 175, just purely to soften it up. Yeah, where's that thing? Just to soften it up, so it matches in with the rest of the guards. So all I'm doing, I'm just blending it into my 2. Just to smooth it out. Cool. What we need now, we've got... Let's do your comb for a second, yeah? I like this one. So, I'm just going to clip over comb any top bit of weight that's left in it. Tired? Tired?
No, it's stretchy.
Alright. See, I comb down in between as well, just to make sure I get all the hairs that I want to get.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, that's it.
Cool. So, now what we're going to do,
Scissor over comb.
scissor over comb and then high corners. So, because it's so curly, it is a lot harder to do scissor over comb with this stuff in here. So I'm just going square because I don't want to take the ridge out too much. Leveling out slightly. A lot of the work we've done with clip over comb with the connection. Clip over comb and high guard. If I want as well, when I do scissor over comb, I can actually come at an angle to see. If I'm doing a full scissor over comb haircut, I will use that technique a lot to go into an angle to see what I'm doing. See how I always comb down in between scissors over comb? Why am I combing down, guys?
To reset the hair.
Good. Why is that important?
Because otherwise you miss things.
Perfect. Because the hair just gets tangled up, doesn't it? So if you're just combing one way up, you're not going to catch all those hairs.
So is this the main way you would do it?
What? Sorry?
So is this the main way you would do it? Is this how you typically do it?
Typically, yeah. I can do it a lot faster though, like without stopping and being. I'd just be super speed.
That's what I'm like. I can't help you.
Yeah, it's harder when you're explaining a haircut. You can't do that because otherwise, when I do it too fast, people won't see everything that I'm doing. And before you know it, the haircut's done, and it's like, what have you done? How did you do this? How did you do that? So I try and give you a lot of time. Right, that softens it up nicely.
Let me do what, high corners?
High corners now. There probably won't be a lot though, look. It's hardly anything.
Yeah.
Yeah? Why is there hardly anything? We just scissor over combed it a lot of it. And we use clip over comb. Here, look, I'm taking them right high up. See, the curls are difficult. It's a difficult, I mean, a lot of students do struggle with curly hair. It is harder.
So would you do this overhand all the way around? Or?
Yeah, I'll just come overhand all the way. There's no right or wrong. You can do underhand up to here. You got a knife to do both. But with this length, I'm not really going to get much of underhand. Yeah. And if I'm going to use overhand, this is how I'm going to do it. Look, come in, sweep my comb in. Yeah?
Yeah.
Look, it's hardly anything.
Cool. Alright, so next what we're going to go on to is the details. Now these, you don't really, you won't ever really have to adjust.
It's so smooth. Yeah, instead of the beige one.
Right. What we're going to do next, we're going to do a little bit of point cutting. Yeah, but because of the length, I'm going to go over it quickly and just fine tune my work, because now it's nice and dry. I can see how it's sitting. But I'm going to show you something different to point cut top now. And I want to know how many people use this technique. Cool, so who knows how to do scissor over comb point cutting on the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're going to use. That's what, when it's shorter lengths, yeah, you get a nice bit of texture with it. I've done a little bit of both. I'm more fine tuning now going over my work. So I'm just cross checking everything. His fringe, I don't want to take too much off. So before we do that, I'm just going to come in, just natural. I don't want to take too much off. Just a touch. Right, now, what we're going to do, we're going to get clipper comb. And I'm just going to point cut a little bit. I don't want to take too much weight out, but this is the technique I want you lot to use. If it's shorter hair, I want you using this. So he hasn't taken loads of length off, but because he's taken weight out, softened it up, it's going to be a lot lighter, easier for him to style now. So, and this is the difference. Like, if you want to change it up with your clients, point cutting is the way to go. You got the right hair, the right look. Point cutting is the way to go. Because it really sells to the client this.
So let me ask you a question. When you're point cutting, the weight technique you're using right now, are you hitting the same spot in the comb, or are you changing on the comb?
I'm going all over. I'm trying to spread it out while I'm cutting on the comb. So I'm not trying to stay in one spot. I'm trying to take an even amount out. So now what I'm going to do, last thing, I need to blend the sideburns in.
So 1.5, 1.
What? Imagine. It's mine.
That tiny little bit looks so much better.
Huh?
Even that tiny little bit makes it look so much like
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You just turn it off. Yeah, I need to buy the strength.
I think we've got some pepper here.
I do?
Yeah. Every morning when I use it, I do shout if anyone else wants it.
Oh, do you know what? I think my own word is mate. Sorry about that. Thanks to them.
Right, what I'm going to do, can I line up your beard quickly? Yeah? Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly line up his beard, yeah?
You alright?
I want to soften it up. So what I'm going to do first is just do the outlines, then I'm going to trim it up. So what I'm doing with the beard, guys, I'm stretching away. You want to watch this because you are going to start getting beard trims, and we'll do them together because you might get one.
Stretch away behind the blade, yeah.
I'm stretching away behind the blade, yeah, and I'm just lining it up.
So that again, bro?
Do you want me to line these bits at the front a little bit? Yeah.
It's you.
Funny.
6. Is that a machine? 20. That's nice.
Just do it in the
Guys, are we watching what's going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, mate. I'll look there, but you're good.
What I've done,
Just giving them a shape up.
just shaped up the bottom a little bit, yeah?
So he's got the full treatment today.
Yeah, he's got the full treatment today, mate. Right, what we're going to do, just to make it a little bit easier for us, we're going to put the chair back.
When you do that with the trimmer,
Huh?
you do that with the trimmer.
Yeah.
You do it with the hair, like with the cut.
Go with the head and against it, yeah, because otherwise it can be irritable. Right, come forward, mate. That's it. Now lie back. Perfect. Comfortable?
Yep.
Perfect. So now, also what I've done, if anyone noticed, I've just literally, I've angled out.
Yeah,
And I've taken all the weight underneath. Already done that.
it's like squared up the bottom, yeah?
Yeah, it's just shaped it up so that it's longer towards the front.
Just looks a bit more focused, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just softening it up.
See, that's one. See, that's what I like, that sort of shape where it goes short and
Yeah, it goes short to long. That's all about controlling the shape. Yeah. So the way you want to control the shape is you've got to angle your scissors, say short to long, or your clippers. I'm actually going to show you how to do this. I mean, there's two ways we can do it. We can either go with our clippers, taper it up, and you can go in an angle. That's too easy.
they can't do any of this.
We're going to do it with scissors. Can I trim it down a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, take it down.
So, I'm not a lot, I'm just going to do it so it gets a little bit longer towards the front. So I'm just going to go with my scissors, like scissor over comb, same thing, but I'm just getting it short to long.
So actually, well, the top of the comb's a bit closer.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I can bring it out where I want. It's just as long as I can get the hairs where I want it. You got to kind of experiment with this a little bit, which is the best way.
I look like old
Look, so can you see this angle, guys?
Yeah.
That we're in. It's all about the angle. And then now,
See how nice and square.
Nice.
But this is what I've been asking for, but people are working are rubbish.
what, you wanted to learn this?
You heard it here first.
What's
Done,
that?
no, he wants it done to himself.
Oh, you want it done to yourself?
Yeah, but the people
I'll
are
do it
working
for you.
are rubbish. No, I think Mark's gonna do it for me. Innit, Mark?
Mark?
Yeah, Mark's gonna do it for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do it for him after. We've got time today. Right, so I'm just going freehand.
Yeah. But like, see how his neck stops here? That's what I want. I don't like it all the way up here.
You're getting a lot of beard appreciation today.
These guys. Do you think so?
You want that same angle. Not just has to
Right, close your eyes, buddy.
cut the shape and then
Yeah. Yeah, but you're going to America in a couple of weeks.
Come back every month just
Yeah.
to kind of reshape it.
Every month. Like this grows in like 2 days. Just mail it to you,
Maybe the most expensive beard trim.
Yeah.
Right, so one thing that you want to know, guys, what's the difference between doing a beard trim with scissors or with the clippers?
softer with the scissors.
Yeah, exactly. Come forward, buddy. It's softer, that's exactly what it is. It's a different synthetic, yeah, that you use it. So you get a different effect. It's a much softer effect. When you use it on someone's hair with clippers, you're going to get more of a coarser finish. Whereas if you want a softer finish, do the scissors. Happy with that, buddy? Can we style it up a little bit? Lift it up? Yeah.
What product do you want? Got it.
Yeah?
What product do you want?
Can you get me the gel and a mousse? There's a mousse up there. Just get me a gel and a mousse. And like I said, one thing I like to do is try and get rid of as much hair as possible, guys.
Yeah, especially before you use products, otherwise it glues it, doesn't it, to the head?
No, I just, you know, one thing I don't like is someone leaving. I hate going to the barber and getting my hair cut done. When I was a kid, I always used to go and be full up of hair. Like you leave and there's hair all over you. It's not a nice feeling. That one's fine. Yeah, that one's fine.
Is this gel okay?
Yeah, the fudge one. Yeah, is there a fudge one there?
She's
The gum.
looking upstairs.
Who's using it? Ruby.
What's the state called?
Jacob, can you just get me the gum from downstairs, please? Oh, is it there? Yeah, yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Thank you.
Fudge mousse and
Cool.
fudge egg.
So,
You don't eat anymore.
No, I do. I'm just always hungry.
always hungry.
The gas.
Yeah, I've used that.
Oh, the membrane gas.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's like hairspray, isn't it? Yeah, it's that hairspray. Yeah, membrane gas.
Or root pump or something. Yeah. Like a root pump type thing.
So, looking in this one.
Oh, you're warm. You guys are all warm.
I don't think so.
Whenever the
What's coming out of that one?
I never said that. I never said that.
I'm just going to put about a bit of gel.
So you mix them both?
Just what? Yeah, I'm mixing both together in one go.
product building.
Yeah.
Product
Product
building.
building.
You want to test it?
So many products work
You
better
do me
when
a
you
favour,
mix it
just throw
together.
some water with it on his head.
So many products work better when you
Spray a
mix
little bit
it
from a
together.
distance. That's it. A bit more?
Yeah,
Just for this side.
you leave a
Excellent,
moisturiser with the
excellent.
oil, works way better. You use a gel and a mix together, works way better.
I like using the paste and then texturizing.
Yeah, I mean we could have dried it straight or tried to do it straight, but I like the curls. Yeah, and then this way, it's gonna kind of set in and hold them. There's not much to scrunch. I'll just put my hands in a little bit and try to scrunch it up. I mean, if it was really long, I'd probably use the diffuser and get some nice curls out of it.
Bill, we've got any money yet? Two, yeah?
Cool.
Love it. Come for a sec. Come for a sec. Hang your jackets up, please. Ready?
Somebody killed someone for putting them in the friend zone.
Cool. Let me just get a mirror to show me back.
No, it was on my news app.
How's that, buddy? Happy with it?
Friend zone murder.
Yeah? Brilliant.
And Team Page Dorothy.
Very nice haircut.
Really good.
Thanks for your time, buddy. Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah?